Hello friends, welcome back to Cool IT Help. In this tutorial session, we are going to set up TestNG for our project, Java project, and we will see how to create test and then how to run these test cases inside the IntelliJ IDEA 2023. So we are going to learn how to set up the TestNG inside the IntelliJ IDEA, then we will see how to create it, and then we will see how to run it. The purpose of this tutorial to provide the basic knowledge how to work with the TestNG inside the IntelliJ IDEA. Let's begin. So first, launch the IntelliJ IDEA, and the very first screen you will see, click the new project. And here on this new project window, you have to give the project name. This time I am giving a simple name like TestNG project, and this is the location which is by default set, and the language is Java, and the build system is Maven, and here I'm going to create a Maven project. The important part is the JDK. If the JDK is not selected, so please choose this drop down. If on your system JDK is not there, so download it and select. Then come to the advanced setting. This is the group ID, this is the package name, and this is the project name. Click to create button. Remember, I'm going to create the Maven project. After few seconds you will see some progress on the screen, and here on this window the project will be set up, and soon this will be ready for the use. And then I will explain you all the components here. So let me expand this view. Now come to the left side. Under this project tab, you can see we have our project ready. Let me expand it. So inside the Java folder, we have the structure org.example, and we have one main class file. Okay, the one Java default file is there, and there's also a test folder available. Also we have the pom.xml. The next important thing is we need to add the dependency because we are going to use the TestNG. So what you will do? Simply you have to go to the Google search, just type TestNG Maven dependency, just reach to this website, Maven dependency, choose any version. So this time 7.8, and I'm going to pick the dependency from this place. So just copy the code, come back here, and here we have to create the dependency tag. Okay, so we have to click the shortcut, then you have to select this way. You can simply write that as well, but this is one of the way you can do it, and then just paste the dependency here. So now we have added the TestNG dependency inside the pom.xml of our project. After that, click here in this Maven refresh button. So this will load the Maven changes. Okay, and the relevant libraries will be downloaded and added to your project. Now come at this place, see this, the Maven dependency added. Here you can see the library for the TestNG. Okay, now come back to the project. So in our project we have the main file, but we will not work with this main class. We will create a class file from the scratch, and then we will write a test case, a test class for that. Okay, go to the package, do the right click, then choose new, click on the Java class, and here give the name class, in which I will create two methods for testing. So this is my calculator class, and I have a code ready for that. So I will copy from the notepad and I will put it here this way. See this? So in the calculator class we have two methods. So okay, when you put the cursor, you will see this kind of pop-up box. Click here on the more actions, and then you will see some options. So choose create test. Then you will see this small window. So here this window help us to create the test class for our calculator class. Okay, so we are going to create a class. Now the class name already put it here, calculator test, and now we will select the methods for which we want to create the test. then select OK. Automatically this class will be created and you will see this kind of code. Now I will explain you what is this. Now come back to the project structure. You can see one class is created which is placed here properly. So this is the calculator test class. This is our test class. And you can see we have the annotation with the first method and with the second method. So these two are our test cases. First one is for the first method and the second one is for the second method. Now I will write the assert here and then we will check the actual result with the expected result. So here I am going to check a string and then I am passing two things, welcome home, and this is the expected result. In the same way, we have to add one assert equals statement here as well, and here we will do multiplication of two numbers. The first number is 6 and the second number is 6. Then the expected value is 36. Simple. Okay, now our test class is ready. @test annotation is used to create a method, a test case. Okay. Now we have some missing imports statements for the assert class. So when you put cursor, you will see some action. Click here, import, and then you will have the assert import on the top of this file. Okay, all error gone. Now we are ready for the next step. Great. Do the right click on the project, select build, and then see the build is in progress. And check here, everything is good. Okay, build is successful. Now we can proceed. So when you want to run a test case, so we have a complete class in which we have two different cases. So we have different options to run it. If you want to run all cases together, so you can simply jump to the top and click on that icon. If you want to run independent cases, you have to come in front of the test case and you will see this kind of sign. And when you put cursor, you will get the option to run this particular case. When you click, only this case will be executed. Let me show you. See this. And finally, our test case is failed. You can see the message here because the expected result is different from the actual result. That's why. So this type of a message shows like our test case is failed. Now I will do some correction. So I will go to the calculator class. What is happening? We have no separator between two words. So I will put a space between two words with the help of concat like this. So if you give one word, then a space, and then you will get the second word. So a minor correction is required in the calculator class, which is done. Now we are ready to run this test case again. Here we go. See this on the console. Finally, you will get this kind of message. Test append. The green tick just before the name of that method. That means on the console also you will get this kind of detailed information. Total test run is 1, pass 1, failure 0, and skip also 0. So this is the relevant and useful information about your tests. Now we will run the second one this way. And we found this test is executed successfully. So all our cases are coming into the default suite because we have not defined any suite. In the upcoming tutorial, I will explain you how you can create the suite and you can run the test cases under the suite. Now we will see how to run the complete. Go to the front of the class name, just click and run. So you can see all test cases will be executed together. First we have executed separately. Now this way we can execute the class, the complete class, and all the cases will be executed. So here we are getting the summary that 2 cases run, passes 2 and failure 0. All good. Now we will see one more important thing, like you are working on the project and you want to create a report of these test case executions. So we have a provision here to create the report. So I will show you how to create the report. This is a very easy task. And the report will be generated and that will be added here in this project folder. What you have to do, go to the run and then click on this edit configurations. Okay, and now you can see here we have the TestNG, which is the test running configuration already added. So our class is the test class. So selection will be on the basis of the class, and on at this place means at output directory, we have to give one folder. Either you can give the folder of your choice, create folder, and just select that folder here. If you leave this blank, so system will automatically generate a folder for creating the report output. Here I'm going to create a folder and then I will select it. So here we go. So I will create a folder like this, report output, press OK. See this, I have created this at root level. Okay, only one change is required at this window. Now click on this tab, listeners. Then this window will appear. Here in this search box you have to type email only. Then you will see 2 options. Select the first one, emailable reporter, and then click and that entry will be added here. This is must to generate the report. Once done, click on the apply to put the changes. Click OK. Now we are ready. Now again, to generate the report, we have to run the whole test case again, or you can simply run single test case as well. But we will go with the complete test class run. Here we go. Successfully executed, and you can check the console, no failure. Okay, now we will come to this place and we will see the report is generated or not. Now you can see we have one HTML file with the name emailable report.html. Now how you will open it? Do the right click. Okay, just scroll down, come here at the option open in, select browser, then you have all the browsers which are installed on your system. Choose any one of your choice and launch the report this way. When you see this, you will find all details here in the report. The test name, the test project is TestNG project, the method passed 2, scenario passed 2, skip 0, fail 0, all details, execution time, and what the class we have executed. So this is our test class, and what are the methods inside this class is also present here. So all details summary will be present here in this tabular format. So you can simply pack this HTML, attach to the email, and then send it further. This is quite useful. So you can choose all the basic details which you want to see, that execution time, if your method is taking execution time is more, then also you can test it. So this is a quite useful report generated by the IntelliJ IDEA here inside the TestNG project. So guys, this is all about to set up the TestNG environment inside the IntelliJ IDEA, and we have created the tests. Then we have seen the execution of the test cases inside the IntelliJ IDEA. Also, we have seen how to generate the reports. I hope you guys found this session relevant and useful, please hit the like button. Also, please subscribe to support. And for now, thanks for watching Cool IT Help.